The Balrog reached the bridge. Gandalf stood in the middle of the span, leaning on the staff in his left hand, but in his other hand Glamdring gleamed, cold and white. His enemy halted again, facing him, and the shadow about it reached out like two vast wings. It raised the whip, and the thongs whined and cracked. Fire came from its nostrils. But Gandalf stood firm. "You cannot pass," he said.
The Balrog rode up to the bridge. Cowboy Joe stood right smack in the middle, leaning on his trusty staff with his left hand, but his other hand gripped Glamdring, churning like ice. His adversary stopped dead in its tracks, fastened him, and the darkness around it spread out like two monstrous wings. It raised its whip, and the lashes howled and cracked. Flames burst from its nostrils. But Cowboy Joe stood tall. "Y'all ain't going nowhere," he drawled. The orcs froze, and an eerie hush fell over the land. "I reckon I'm a servant of the secret fire, wielder of the Aner flame. Y'all ain't passing through. Your dark fire won't do you no good, flame of Yudin. Turn back to the shadows. Y'all ain't passing dot." The Balrog didn't say a word. The fire within it seemed to flicker, but the darkness only grew. Slowly, it stepped forward onto the bridge, and all at once, it towered high, its wings spreading from one wall to the other. Yet Cowboy Joe could still be seen, glimmering in the dimness, looking small and all by his lonesome, gray and hunched, like an old, gnarled tree before a thunderstorm. Out of the shadows, a red sword burst into flame. Glamdring sparkled white in response. There was a resounding clash and a burst of white fire. The Balrog stumbled backward, its sword shattered into molten bits. The wizard swayed on the bridge, took a step back, and then stood firm once more. "I said y'all ain't passin'," he declared.